You there. You're new to Elenthiel, aren't you? You certainly look like an outsider. I regret the necessity, but I must beg your aid. My brother is about to make a terrible mistake and join an appalling organization. Worse, an acting troupe. The House of Reveries may be famous across Summerset, but my brother is one of the most gifted academics of our generation. For him to waste his talents performing for rich nobles is just irresponsible. I fear he's already signed up, and that's why I require you as an ally. I'll need you to infiltrate the acting troupe. Laredale, my brother, knows my face, but he does not know yours. You must find him for me so I can talk him out of this. Auriel himself would smile on your kindness. Now, we haven't a moment to waste. The House of Reveries is hosting auditions this very moment. You must present yourself to Alchemy, the audition master, and impress her with your performance. Well, they don't take just anyone. Only the most talented performers even get an audition, but don't worry, I've already devised a solution. I've enchanted a set of knives that will allow you to juggle with perfect rhythm. They would impress anyone. Oh, it's quite simple, really. Toss one in the air and relax your mind. Your hands will do the rest. I've used them a number of times and never cut myself, and I'm about as coordinated as a drunken mud crab. I'm certain you'll impress a sponsor. Laredale and I have studied magic all of our lives, and have found few who match our skills. I knew it only a matter of time before a great opportunity came along, but even I was shocked when we were invited to join the Sapiarchs. Yes, a rather rare and momentous occasion. You're currently looking at the new assistant to the Sapiarch of Artifice. Not a position to be taken lightly. But how does Laredale react to such incredible news? He runs away to join the theater. I have no idea. He just left a letter saying not to look for him. I suspect it's just nerves. I can't imagine leaving my brother behind to rot here in Relenthiel. I need to find him and help him see reason. At first I tried to search for him myself, but Laredale is an even more powerful mage than I. He was able to obstruct any spell I cast to find him. I was able to track him here using more mundane means, but it set me back a month. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what is going through his head right now. For him to even consider wasting his talent on entertaining nobles with parlor tricks, why, it's simply unthinkable. What, and let this madness continue? No, Laredale is both a mage and researcher of extraordinary talents. He would be of great benefit to Summerset, perhaps even all of Tamriel. I just need to speak with him and I'm sure I'll convince him to leave. From what I understand, it starts with impressing a sponsor. A senior member of the House of Reveries selects applicants who they believe have demonstrated talent. They then train that applicant for a final audition in front of the Grand Maestro. It determines if you'll be accepted into the troupe or not. Not that you truly need to worry about that. As long as you acquire Alchemy as your sponsor and are allowed access to other hopefuls, you should be able to find out where Laredale is. In this case, Alchemy is a mer, not a practice. She's a member of the troupe and sponsor to the current potentials. They all have silly names like that. Banter, serenade, clever. Just another complication in our ever-eventful search.
You can do this, Ashala. You can. Oh, my stomach.
Well, I think that's quite enough. Next. Well done. Come, talk. No more auditions for today.
Oh, curses!
My, you certainly do have a talent for juggling. One might almost say your hands work like magic. Tell me, why do you wish to join the House of Reveries? A wonderful answer, but it's not very creative, is it? I'd work on that. You'll want something more dramatic if you wish to impress the Grand Maestro. Still, I'd be happy to sponsor you for house membership, if you complete my challenge, of course. When we join the troupe, we abandon our old selves and take an identity reflected in our masks. What unique item suits you, I wonder? A griffin feather? Yes, that would be lovely. Go collect a feather and meet me in front of the Manor of Masques. Oh, not much, I'm afraid. I have many names, but my true name is spoken only in the dead of night, and only in the softest whispers. I am the daughter of a dragon and a rather robust Telvanni. I spit fire and turn into a wyvern on the full moon. Only me, of course. I'm teasing you. I was actually born whole from the earth when a lonely sapiarch cast a spell to create a wife. He was attractive, I'll give him that, but boring, so I left him with a mud pie and ran off to join the theater. Oh, you're no fun. I'm actually a simple farmer's daughter who learned to mimic voices when I was but a babe. A life of plows and livestock was not for me, sadly, so here I am. Do you understand? We can be anyone here. You can be anyone. Did I? Well, let's see. Have you taken a lover recently? What was their name? Oh, are you in a committed relationship? Or was it a one-night tryst? Did you lift them to the heights of ecstasy or leave them unfulfilled and disappointed? It's a question, isn't it? A personal question like yours, a question one stranger should never ask another in polite company. I have sponsored many in my time with the House of Reveries, just as one once sponsored me. Those names are theirs alone. you've returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. Tell me, how did you acquire your most lovely feather? A heroic tale, but a bit dull. You might want to spice it up a bit. Where's the action? Where's the drama? Well, stories aside, you have executed my task most diligently. With this lovely feather, your mask is complete. Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of boasts. Talk with the other three hopefuls, perform together, and then ask each other one question. Your answers must be tales that can wow the crowd, a chance to bond and perfect your act. You'll find the other potentials inside our quarters, the Manor of Masques. We have a talented crop this week, but I'm certain you'll fit right in. Don't forget to wear your mask. We can't force you, of course, but why not get used to it?
I heard that you were able to procure Alchemy's sponsorship. Excellent. I see you've been given a Hopeful's mask as well. Such a quaint practice. Auriel knows our task would be far easier if they weren't a tradition. As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all Hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. Laredale pushed me aside to save me and took a wound to his chest. He still has the scar. None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal? I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laredale, leading up to when he decided to leave for Relanthiel. Perhaps something in there will offer the clues you seek.
Welcome, fellow hopeful. What's your talent? Ventriloquism? Dancing? Oh, are you one of those illusionists I've heard so much about? No matter. You're here to play the game of boasts, aren't you? First, we must perform together. Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team so we can learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. Should we both be lucky enough to join the troupe, we'll already know how to put on a performance. Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me and we'll see what we can do together. After that comes the fun part, the boasts. Well, that's the part I consider most fun. That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up? Hide and seek in Cold Harbor, eh? That sounds terrifying. But I love the idea of Molog Ball having a nephew. Maybe he's not so bad. Just consumes the occasional tortured soul between fishing trips. All right, your turn. Ask me anything. Oh, yes, all 6 of them. I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2. But Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together and hunt deer every other week. Hold on. That's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing. Performing every day, learning new tricks. Why, I used to have to sneak away every time I wanted to practice. Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in your audition for the Grand Maestro. Here's hoping we both get in. Honestly, nothing would please me more.
The House of Reveries has long been honored as the greatest acting troupe within Summerset. That's no coincidence, of course. The performers here have given up every aspect of their past in order to pursue the art of performance.
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us. Would you like to help me with my performance? I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me relax. I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't talk when you do it, which means no one knows how amazing I am. So how about it? Build me up during my act. Just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. Then use your best announcer voice and talk me up to the crowd. Tell them there's no one half so clever as clever, and that they've never seen anyone like me. You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious. Talk to me again after I'm another hour into my cups. I have a feeling you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, I asked my question. What's yours? What are you dying to know about your new paramour? Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? Very much so. Same to you.
You must know, we are competing for the same post. Let me be clear then, in stating that even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm of a drum. Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you. Let's begin! No, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition. And again. Keep time. Our performance aligns. Impressive. Come, speak. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name. And now to my question. Who trained you? Ha! That is quite the image, I'll admit. Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the night... You think so? I've been practicing my act. I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I'm...
I know who you seek, Hopeful, but you will not find Fair Renide here. She has departed for the moment. I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you believe is Laredale? Is he Firebird in disguise? I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be too quick to answer. When you join the House of Reveries, you leave behind all your former identity. For some, this includes the gender they were once known as. So tell me, is Laredale clever? Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you know about Laredale, all Renide has told you, and all you have read in her journal. Yes, I am aware of the journal as well. Is Feathermoth the Mer you both seek? Interesting. You know, of course, I cannot divulge the name of any member of the House of Reveries, hopeful or no. To reveal their identity is grounds for expulsion. Laredale chose his own path. You must ask Renide to abandon her search. Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredale has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why... Thank you. Now, if you...
Oh, hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't... But that's ridiculous! Laredale and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No, that's ludicrous. Laredale never envied me. He was better than me. Alchemy is lying to you. Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Summerset. No, we must bring him to his senses. Tell me, what name has he taken here? Thank you, I suppose. It's now clear Laredale has lost his way. He has truly lost himself in this fantasy of becoming a thespian. No matter. We shall solve this at the final audition. Once I reveal Laredale with magic, he'll have to leave with me. This is bigger than desires, and joining the Sapiarchs isn't just my dream. It was once Laredale's too. We both... Yes. Once his identity is revealed to all, the House of Reveries cannot allow him to join.
I seem to recall asking you not to come. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to take the stage. I'll publicly withdraw my sponsorship if I have to. However, is everything with Renaid all right? Did you come here to tell me something? She what? Why, that stubborn, unrelenting... Oh, no. We can't cancel, and I can't allow my hopefuls to be unmasked. It would ruin them. Please, take the stage. I know some magic. I can use it to redirect Renaid's spell to unmask you and only you.
May the audition begin. Mage! You dare unmask our hopefuls? Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relenthiel. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
You! How could you? You betrayed me.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains! How fortunate that you were the only one caught in that mage's spell. I suspect there's more to this tale than meets the eye.
Lorcan's bits! Did that drab-looking mage really just try to unmask me? Oh, the nerve!
Did that mage really plan to unmask us? Why in Mara's name would she do such a thing? We've all worked so hard for this day.
I don't really understand, but did you just save us from being unmasked? I can't believe you would sacrifice yourself like that. My friend, thank you.
Has she left? Has Renaid departed for Lelandro? Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was? What if she never forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredel. I am alchemy, but my sister... well, she had other plans for me. We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renaid craves it. How could I take her dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost. What should I do? Should I tell her? Will she? I'm terrified she won't, but you're right. Allowing her to think I envy her magic, that I don't want to be with her, that's far worse. Please keep her from leaving. I'll join you after I collect myself.
may sound a little strange, but do you mind helping me out? I've written a play, you see, but I'm too embarrassed to show it to anyone yet. Would you mind running some lines with me, just so I can get a feel for it? Excellent! Here's a copy of the script. Now, you're playing the role of a noble high elf who's fallen in love with a Khajiit trader. I'll be playing the Khajiit. Please, start at the top of page 8.
This one is sorry, my turtle dove. Though this one thinks you are 5-clawed and well-groomed, his love is only for the freedom which the sea provides. Every day he shall think of you. The beauty of Summerset is only matched by your face. Perhaps the love of the sea pales next to the love this one has for you. But how could we ever be together? I am but a rugged sea captain with nothing to my name but my charm and good looks. Your family would never approve us to be wed. Where would we go? The rough, hard sea is no place for a flowering dove such as yourself. No, this one must depart, yes, but he will always remember you. He will always remember us.
And scene. So, what do you think? And be honest. Really? You know, I think you're right. I'll show it to Grand Maestro Forte as soon as I can. If he likes it, I'm sure the troupe will produce it. Oh, I'm just so excited!
The House of Reveries is a lot more open to newcomers than the rest of Summerset, I'll tell you that. Even so, I was their first Nord. Maybe even their only Nord, truth be told.
Adagio and I tend to partner up for performances. Our duets often leave the audience in tears. Or so I've been told.
Tell me something, traveler. What do you think of that bard over there? Yes, a most peculiar fellow. A few days ago, he asked my permission to practice here. Curiosity got the better of me, and so I reluctantly agreed. He's been here every day since. I haven't the faintest idea. Perhaps he wishes to impress the troupe, but he's made no mention of auditioning. Still, I could recommend him to Grand Maestro Forte. I'm just trying to decide whether he's talented enough to offer membership. Yes, I agree. Perhaps a bit rough around the edges, but there's potential there.
Not every performer in the House of Reveries is an actor, you know. Several of us specialize in backstage production.
come to gloat over my misfortune? Or does alchemy simply want to make sure I leave town? No matter. Neither of you need worry about me any longer. My brother wants nothing to do with me, and I'll respect that. I depart for Lilandril today. Why now, after everything? I don't understand any of this. But I do know you involved yourself in a matter that you had no need to.
Renaid, wait. We must speak.
If you wish to speak on Laradel's behalf, speak. I have no time for games.
I must apologize, Renaid. I wasn't honest with you. Laradel never envied your ability with magic. He feared you wouldn't join the Sapiarchs if he insisted on remaining here.
How can I believe a word you say? If Laradel truly believed that, he would speak to me himself.
I am speaking with you, Rinny.
Laradel? But how?
I've been a member for over a year now, and I should never have lied to you. I feared... Well, what I feared doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you the truth, all of it.
You had best do so at once, little brother. Little sister? If this is truly what you wanted, why not just tell me? All I want is for you to be happy.
Then perhaps we can both be happy now, even if we must be apart.
But first, let us sit by the sea. I feel like there's much for us to talk about.
I must talk with my sister, but feel free to visit me in the Manor of Masques. I'd love to have a chat any time.